Hi guys, I'm David John Jeffrey. I'm the director and producer of the movie God Tech. I'm coming to you today because I'd like to talk about sex and violence on TV. Now, I'm 41 years old. Yes, I know I don't look it, but I am. And I've seen some major changes on television since I was a child. Well, let's start. It started with a black and white TV when I was a child, and we only had 4 channels. BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, and Channel 4. Okay, that's what I watched anyway. And as time went on, we started getting new channels. Channel 5 added itself several years ago. I would say maybe 15 years ago. I'm not 100% sure, it's around that time. And Channel 5 contained shows that you would never see on the other channels. They were a little bit more pushing the boundaries, let's say, of other categories, such as reality TV and shows that contained a lot of sex and a lot of violence, and because they're an independent channel, I think they could get away with a little bit more. I mean, ITV and Channel 4 were independents, but they seemed to all follow the same BBC restrictions. Then we had Sky TV that came out. Now, Sky TV was an exploration time for all of us in the UK because we didn't have it before. We didn't have cable TV. That came out in around, well, I got my first Sky TV at around 1998. Also, we got God Channel, which was a Christian network, and we had our own satellite dish for that. Later, God Channel got engulfed with Sky TV. Then it just didn't have so many good programs as it used to have when it wasn't God Channel. So we had all these things going on, and as time's gone on, I believe that sex and violence on TV has increased. I might be wrong, because of course they always say that older generations always think, oh, it was better when I was younger, and they say that, but I don't know if that is the case. But we definitely have more sex and violence on TV now. I tried something a while ago, I think it was about 4 years ago, where I agreed with my partner that I would not watch any television that had any scenes of a sexual nature which I felt were considered to be not Christian. Now, I did that because I wanted to see how much sex was on television. I carried on watching violence, but when it came to sex, I put a standpoint down and said, okay, if it has any nudity of any description, male and female, rear and front, if it had any content that was considered bad, like if you had a woman showing a lot of cleavage, or you had a girl wearing a skirt that was, let's say, a lot above the knee, I decided not to watch that and look away. And that included adverts. And I found, over the course of the last year and a half, that it became impossible to watch TV. Mostly because TV has got to a point where there's so much sex and so much violence on the channel that there's nothing to watch at all, except for kids' TV. And then I was really shocked, because about 1 or 2 years ago, a film came out in the cinema called, by the way, part of this rule, I decided not to watch anything above a 12 certificate, thinking 12 was going to be pretty safe. And a film came out in the cinema called Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Now, I saw Hot Tub Time Machine a long time ago, and I really enjoyed it, and I actually went to the premiere of that and had the after party and everything, and I decided I wanted to watch the sequel, Hot Tub Time Machine 2, and I had some time and I was on my own, so I went off to the cinema to watch it. And when I watched it, it had a scene, and this is a 12 certificate, it had a scene of full frontal nudity, something I had never seen on a kids program ever. And that's when I realised that 12 certificates were now out of the question. 12 A's, yeah? You can't watch them. You don't know what's going to be throwing seeds into your child's mind. Now, I'm not a prude. I was brought up on carry-on films. I was brought up on sexual films. And so I've been exposed to all this stuff in the past. I think that parents are doing kids disservice by exposing them to this stuff. I really do. And I actually spoke to my parents about it at the time, but my dad didn't seem to have a problem with it. I feel that it encourages lustful thoughts. I feel that it encourages fornication in the future, and it can destroy your marriage. I know that firsthand. And I want to put a warning out there, especially to people who struggle in this kind of area. You should stop. Just stop watching it. Choose what you watch carefully. We don't even have a TV anymore. We choose the shows we watch. We're very careful. We started Netflix at one stage, and we're thinking about coming off Netflix because even the kids' shows are now pushing agendas we don't want to talk about. Okay? What to do? Protect your family, protect your eyes, protect your mind. Whatever good things are pure and true, think on these things. Yeah? Very important. Hi guys, thank you for watching. If you'd like to watch another video, there should be some popping up on one of these sides. And you should click on one of the videos and see what else I've got to say about either this subject or other subjects. I've got some great movies for you to watch on this channel. I've got some art videos. I've got some talking videos, viewing my expression of my points about things that are going on in the world today. I've tried to create I've tried to create as much diversity as possible, so it would be great for you to see what's going on. See you around soon. See you at the next video.